Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. Aw, come on with that finger thing. That's not fair to the ladies. Hiya, John.
Oh,
That
I
little.
love when you ask for my finger thing, Stephanie. Welcome from the New York Bureau, where we just had an earthquake, children.
I heard. Did you feel it?
That's how much I miss California.
Exactly. Did you feel it? Was it big?
Yeah, I felt it. I thought but it wasn't that
That's what I
big. Like
asked most of your groupies at Sexy Liberal, by the way.
yeah,
What?
they all haven't recovered from the tremors yet. I know. No, it was the whole room started shaking, but I never expect an earthquake here. And in LA, the cats go crazy about a minute before the earthquake comes. Here, my cats are drunk. They're just passed out. But I thought there was like a big truck outside, and I went to the window and didn't see it, and found out on Twitter it was an earthquake. So
Wow.
we're catching up with you guys.
Wow, wow, wow. I think it's mostly just excitement from Sexy Liberal starting in a week in
I think
Minneapolis.
God's very, very mad because of fragile, fake Christian visibility day on Easter. That's what I think.
By the way, you retweeted Trump sues his social media partners after stock loses $4 billion in the first week of trading, and you said Trump screwing over someone who went into business with him. That can't be. By the
Have
way,
you seen have you seen that stock? Have you seen that stock?
yes.
Donald Trump's stock is going down so hard. Trump just paid it hush money. I mean, it's not going well for the man. His stock is so disappointing. He's calling it Eric. It's not going well for the man.
Okay. So wow, this was I think on par a fantastic week for first of all, Trump lost like a ton of times.
Yes.
Biden win after win this week. So
Well,
yeah, go ahead. So let's talk about the New York because what's today, Jody?
Today's the 5th of April.
10 days. In 10 days, that trial starts, John. And
yes.
yeah, he's as usual trying everything he can to throw at the wall. And it's not working thus far. So this we've been talking about that Letitia James submitted a filing asking for proof that the company covering his bond in the fraud case is actually financially sound. Once again, shocking. Someone he's involved with, subprime car guy, might be shady. Right, the Mr. Hanky might be hinky in some way.
Do
Sure.
you understand the beauty of this? I mean, atheists, do you understand what God is doing right here? Right now, Donald Trump might have his properties confiscated because he went into business with someone who overinflates his assets. That's literally what happened yesterday.
I hadn't
Trump
looked
feels
at it
so
that way.
violated. Why would you lie about how much wealth you have?
She said Knight's Specialty Insurance Company is trying to operate without a certificate of qualification. In New York, state regulators are required to meet certain standards, guaranteeing they're solvent, blah, blah, blah. So the company must prove they're financially able to cover Trump's hefty sum if he loses the appeal. You just know there's always another shoe to fall with something with Trump, right?
Yeah, always. Guys, I keep telling you, don't let this affect you emotionally, okay? The media gaslighting is in full swing. And I see very nice, very normally sane liberals who are so happy and exuberant one day, and then 2 hours later, they're gnashing their teeth and ripping their garments over Trump getting some good news. It's going to be like this, guys. Don't worry. There's no way this ends well for Trump. I keep saying it. Don't forget to stop and smell the train wreck. Okay? He can't even do business in New York anymore. It's going to be a terrible
Yeah.
year for Trump. And if he gets the White House, it's going to be worse for him. Just
Ugh,
please, Satan's
he
in
made
charge,
my
folks.
stomach do
Satan's
a
in
little.
charge. Let him do his thing.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sorry, my stomach did a little thing. Oh,
He's not going to become president either, by the way.
this is in
Not going
honor
to happen.
of your Twitter feud with a racist. Did you hear this?
Yes.
Trump said, hang on, here we go.
Would you rather have the black president or the white president who got 1.7 billion off the price? I think they want the white guy right now.
Why bother with dog whistles this time, right?
He's the most uppity white man I have ever heard.
I don't know who this is. You just got into it. I don't know. Who's Robert? Robert Dabney.
They're coming at me. The Confederates and the Jew haters are just so emboldened on Twitter. It's crazy.
You tweeted at him and slavery was evil, right? And he said, wrong, John. How many times do you need to be told this? You said that treatment of black people under American slavery was acceptable to you, Robert. He said, of course. Negroes were considerably better off under the loving care of their southern masters than they are today on Uncle Sam's plantation. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah. Wonder how they're voting, huh? Wonder how the racists are voting. They're still doing it. They're still out there saying, "Oh, the Democrats were for slavery and the Republicans freed that," and then they're waving their Confederate flag at the same time. We know what side the racists are on. The media is going to play dumb about it. There's more of us. The only mission now is to get people excited to vote in November, because if we have high turnout, this thing gets shut down. And look what they did this week in Florida by putting both weed and abortion on the ballot. It's the best news of the week. It kind of got overshadowed a bit, but the amount of money the Republicans are going to have to spend now to defend Florida. These measures might not pass, but it's going to drive so many more people to the polls in Florida that the Republican Party is going to spend a lot of cash they don't have, because Lara Trump is bleeding the RNC dry to defend their state. So, I mean, this election's already fascinating. It's already in play. And as soon as we know for sure that we don't work for Bibi Netanyahu, we'll be in an even better position.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, love this tweet. Charlotte Clymer said, Netanyahu needs to resign, even by the standards of this incredibly era. He is bottom of the barrel. He needs to resign, and he needs to be investigated for war crimes.
Not making Israel safer, folks. He lied he was making Israel safer. Starving Palestinian civilians is not making Israel safer. It's just making Palestine safer, to kill everybody off so Jared Kushner can build beachfront condos. That's what this is about.
Thank you. And Trump said it again about, they need to finish it up, meaning like kill everyone that's left in Gaza. I mean, it's just
ethnic cleansing.
So 3 hours after a tough call between President Biden and Netanyahu, Netanyahu approved new steps to increase the flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. He presented Netanyahu with an ultimatum: change course regarding the humanitarian crisis, or the U.S. will change its policy regarding the war. Netanyahu came to the meeting with Biden with a list of steps and told the president he was going to approve them. We shall see, but it strikes me, John, like he's trying to stay out of jail just like Trump is.
That's it. Everything Netanyahu's doing is not for Israel. It's all to hang on to his own power. And it is illegal for us to continue arming Israel under our own laws and under the Geneva Convention. They're using starvation as a weapon of war. And again, it's not making the people of Israel safer. It's Netanyahu, as you pointed out, Ms. Miller, trying to keep his job. It's horrible. And I just feel like what he did to the World Central Kitchen workers, it was deliberate. They were coordinating their travel with Israel. The IDF was coordinating their route, and it was 3 separate drones.
It wasn't an accident. They may have been mistaken that there was, Hamas in that convoy, but it wasn't. That's not an accident.
They were sending a signal to other aid groups that you're not safe. Don't try to bring aid in here. And what's the next step? We're going to have U.S. Marines landing on the beach like it's Normandy to bring food to these people? Netanyahu's trying to starve these people to death to take the land. It's not helping anyone. It's not making the region safer. It's him trying to stay out of jail. And it's more proof, Hamas and Netanyahu, that putting extreme religious conservatives in charge of governments always leads to the opposite of what their holy books preach. Always.